Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another meal prep video. We're just going to dive right in. First up are going to be some sloppy joe bowls. I'm not going to tell you the measurements of these because I'm just making two of each of these recipes. So I will link the original recipe down below. First up, I chopped up some zucchini, carrots, celery, and onion. I have onions, carrots, celery, and zucchini. Yep, that's all that's in there. I couldn't remember. So we're going to take that and we're going to put it in a saucepan and we're just going to saute that up. I like to do this separate from the meat. It just kind of adds a little bit more flavor to the veggies and it just kind of warms them up and also kind of caramelizes them a little bit. And I love to use frozen onion, as you all know. Nothing wrong with some frozen onion. And next we're going to add in some of the Kinders, the blend, but this is a salt, pepper, garlic blend, one of my favorites. And then we add in the ground turkey. This is 93% lean ground turkey. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brown this up. Now, this would make enough for 4, but I'm gonna save half of this for another recipe that I will make later in the week. So for our sloppy joe sauce, we have some Swerve brown sugar, which is a sugar-free brown sugar, sugar-free ketchup. We have some mustard and Worcestershire sauce, some tomato sauce, some vinegar, and some green chilies. So we're just going to add all of that to our pan with our ground turkey. I already took out half of the ground turkey out of this, like I said, and we're going to add in some chili powder. Almost forgot that part. I already put my sweet potatoes. I bought some frozen sweet potatoes. I put them in the air fryer to get them all nice and crispy, and I'm just evenly distributing those to the container. So we have about a cup in each bowl. Next up, I'm going to add in half of the sauce and some green onions on top. So I just added the sauce on top of the diced up sweet potatoes. Like I said, I put them in the air fryer to make them nice and crispy, and this is one of my lunches or dinners this week. Next up are going to be some chicken enchilada bowls. As you can see, these are very high protein and they are so good. I had this today. Really, really good. Highly recommend. First up, we're going to need some flour, some Greek yogurt, some green chilies, some butter, some fat-free milk, onion, salt, and pepper. That's to make our sauce. So we're just going to mix all that together and you're just going to whisk it until it's nice and thick. Then we're going to take some Greek yogurt, add the green chilies to the Greek yogurt and mix it up. And then once our sauce is nice and thick and has cooled down, you're going to want it to cool down a little bit. We'll add in that sour cream. I think the original recipe calls for sour cream. We're going to do that Greek yogurt, green chili mixture, and we're going to add that to the sauce. It makes it nice and creamy and so good. I did add in some pepper to this. I forgot to show you guys that, so I did add some pepper. Now for these, we're going to go ahead and layer these again. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of the sauce at the bottom. I'm going to do some of these street corn tortillas. Now, there's 3 of them as a serving. I'm going to use 4 because I'm going to put 2 in each layer just because these bowls were kind of big. I did put them in the microwave to soften them up a little bit. This is some of that Tyson blackened chicken, diced chicken that I found at Grocery Outlet. And this is some shredded pepper jack cheese. So I added in 4 ounces of the diced up blackened chicken. And I added in 14 grams of pepper jack cheese on that first layer, added in 2 more of those tortillas, and we're just going to repeat the layers. We're just going to do the chicken, we're going to do the cheese and the sauce. I'm also going to add on a 1/4 cup of black beans on top as well, and these are no salt added black beans. Put it into a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes, and they came out nice and toasty. Next up, for one of my breakfasts this week, I'm going to do apple pie parfaits. I saw this on TikTok and I thought, what a great idea. So the only ingredients you need are going to be some yogurt, some Catalina Crunch, and some sugar-free apple pie filling. I ordered some of the apple cider Catalina Crunch. I cannot wait till I get this because that will be perfect in these. But I'm just taking 1 full yogurt and putting them each in one of these jars. I think the original recipe I saw used 2 yogurts, but that would be a lot. This filled me up. So I just put 1 each in each of these jars. I put 1 yogurt in each of these jars. Then I added in a 1/2 cup of the Catalina Crunch in each of the jars. And then I added in a 1/3 cup of the apple pie filling. And then I topped it off with some of this apple pie spice. And these are yummy parfaits. Again, I had this again today and it was absolutely amazing. And here is everything I meal prepped this week, guys. I'm kind of out of practice with meal prepping and obviously for doing voiceovers for meal prepping. So forgive me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these recipes. Check out the description box for all of these recipes, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I really, really appreciate you. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.